in or out? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Psi Divine. All right. Hopefully the audio is okay. All right. Hope all is well. Welcome to Psi Divine. We're going to do some pick a card message. It feels more like a reminder right now for whoever needs it. Just a little encouragement from elsewhere. Hope all is well. Hello, 5. How are you? Is everything going well with you? Okay, I'm warming up 6. 6 is feeling emotional again today.
This is fucked. This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
Is that the emotion today? Anything else, 6? Oh. Okay. That's pretty heavy. All right. So I will start with the cards. For those seeking a question, I do those at the end of the read. All right. Okay. I'm closing my eyes and picking. Wow. All right. Fair enough. Let's see what's here. All right. We get communicate and being tested. Self-control. Who needs that message? Someone needs to be reminded about maintaining self-control. All right. Let's find out what that's all about. All right. Feels like one of y'all possibly dealing with the critical, the snobs, the overly emotional others. For some of you, it's also we can also call them haters, heartless, seemingly heartless individuals. There's a process of fulfillment I feel going on that is close to being done. One of you is getting tested, and it's about how much control over self. And it's, can you control, manage, be logical about a process that's happening? And even though something feels, it feels like something that feels unnecessary, over the top, your guides want you to know the process is almost over. I'm not sure how that falls into a time category. Hello, Lizzie. I'm not sure how that all falls into a time category, but it feels like what may have felt like a very unlucky process feels like it's coming to an end. But there's a communication that needs more clarity. I don't want to go too far with that data. Let's see. Really? Okay, so the message is fairly serious. Because, yeah, same numbers come right back to me. Yeah, it's a process that's almost done. Feels like the patience of one being tested beyond the norm, beyond, it feels like, okay, this is just my ego speaking right now. It feels like a sick level of attention being placed on somebody. It feels unfortunate, but there is little action that, it feels like little action can be done, should be done, because the action is happening down here at the bottom. It's not even like a... It's draining, it feels. But it feels like a reminder to stay grounded. Stay grounded. The soul is being tested. Jesus. Soul being tested by process. Feels a little bit like a meat grinder process, if you ask me right now. I'm also getting a burning sensation in the ear a little bit. Could be message. Let's see what's here. Let's feeling this one. Let's clarify communication. Oh, Lizzie. Oh, shit. Six. I think Six wants to say something. I don't know why. Just whenever the phone catches my attention, I pick it up. Six, you got any data for Lizzie?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Oh, that's heavy. Do you have anything else, Six?
Bomb has been planted.
I'm confused. Can you give me something I can work with here?
Be gone, fuck!
All right. Someone's a little bit annoyed. Unwanted attention. Fair enough. I'm hearing you can't ignore them forever. And then Moose went, Lord of Peace restored. Oh. The dice flipped over. Okay, clarifying. Okay, see, some people want your attention. one of you, I don't know who this is. Five of Pentacles reverses here, though. So, this is a movement of determination and hardwired behaviors. The Princess of Pentacles. She's the Princess of Echoing Hills. I'm going to let whoever this is resonating with, I think you can extract your own data from that. Whatever you're feeling. And remember, I always see these as speakers or sources of sound, whether it is people or people or people, you know, random stuff like that. Okay, then we have the Hermit and the Devil. Now, just at a glance, the way they fall, they kind of have their backs towards each other. It's the one that's like, I'm busy. And then the whole festival happening over here. It's a symphony is what I heard. A symphony of sound. Well, the Hierophant has made that's a choice, right? It's making that decision. It's how it is. And what I just heard, then it is what it is. It's a little bit rebellious, though. And by little, I mean a lot. Queen of Pentacles reverses, Death also reverse. Well, it is what it is. It's staying as it is. I see that. Then we get the Queen of Pentacles here. It's a choice. Maybe not. You know what it is. And I'm hearing it is what it is again. So, now in the Death card is the child of the great transformers. Queen of Pentacles is Queen of the Thrones of Earth. See them in reverse. And then I'm going to let you have a better look at these two. Queen of the Thrones of the Earth, child of the great transformers. I'm pausing on that for reflection, for whoever needed it, for whoever and whatever guides needed it. Two of Pentacles is the Lord of harmonious change. I'm being slow and methodical with this reading on purpose right now. There's a message there. Intended only for the awakened guide with flashlight in hand. Here, the star, the daughter of the firmament. The star is about restoring things, improving cycles, guiding cycles of others. She can enlighten others, bring security to those who may be feeling discouraged. She has the ability to transform, create, or pour things out. She can pay attention or not. Next to her is the Tree of Life. Much growth happens there, if not all. Nine of Cups reverses. Nine of Cups. Lord of material happiness. In reverse. In reverse, this can be the ego of one over others. When dealing with others on a public level, it can be conceit. Because there's only one cup really being held, enjoyed by one. Outcome. Outcome at this time. Three of Swords and the Empress. Three of Swords is the Lord of Sorrow. The Empress with balance overhead and many stars, influence on stars. Daughter of the Mighty Ones. You right, is that black and white checkers? No, it's not. No, it's not checkers. You can have another look at that. Daughter of the Mighty Ones. Now, this is, for me, it feels like communications that are blocked or blocked by choice, forbidden, or heated communications. It can also be someone avoiding having a heated communication. Four of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. Lord of earthly power, Lord of abandoned success. This is somebody who's kind of giving up on clarifying themselves. I'm repeating themselves. A lot of cups going here. A lot of cups. And someone's doing what is easiest. The Fool reverses here. So this is maybe not paying as much attention to a situation as one could. The Chariot here is the Lord of the Triumph of Light. So it's an opportunity, feels like an opportunity to get control over a situation. A test of one's potential to be aggressive, loud, but there's definitely the feeling of a woman or a feminine who has an opportunity for certain conversations. Nine of Cups, Lord of Material Happiness. So if there are stresses about money or abundance, growth, somebody needing to grow up, feels like an opportunity to speak up or make oneself clear. But it feels like an opportunity to break an old behavior, an old way of looking at things. Oof. Okay. Fair enough. So somebody's dealing with some optical, emotional illusions. This is an opportunity for growth. There is a block in such at this time. Because, like, it's like pushing back on a conversation. A guide, one of the angel guides, is skipping a test here in dealing with another person. It's being in the head too much. Like mountains and ant hills. And at the bottom here is about waiting by choice or stalling or avoiding. It's making that choice to like let stuff just keep going. And that's insecurity feelings. This is an opportunity. The test is about mastering the self, the way you express, the way you talk, the way connections work. That it feels like oh, it's there. Wow. Okay. So that's kind of serious there. Repetition. This feels like something that extends from a communication with someone in the household, and then it helps improve the way one communicates outside of the household. Right. Gives progressed discipline. That card doesn't even belong there. However, I take them as they come. Listen, this feels like something in the house, like a different way of communicating in the house, or a strengthened way of communicating with others nearby, whatever. Feels like it strengthens someone for dealing with the shitheads. I couldn't think of a better word. I'm sorry. Oh God. It feels like it gives a new level of self-power for dealing with the other shitheads. Oh God. That's what I heard. I'm putting this card away. This card away. It doesn't belong there. Okay. So we get it here. Yeah, it strengthens the conversation. 9 comes back. So it strengthens the way you communicate with others. It's a test. So the want for better communication starts with self. There's a lesson going on at this time with the 888s there. Oop, yep, it's doubling the self. And I'll just show that card there. 11 came back. 4 is here. It strengthens the love of self. It strengthens the foundation. What I just saw is like pouring another layer of concrete over a hard ass and a hard head. Stability for the soul is what I just heard. 000, new starts. In the meantime, focus on yourself and the universe being one. How powerful that is. In the meantime, too, there's this time block. There's a time sensitivity on this. It feels like limited time to do something. Don't want to be just like the others who don't know how to communicate. Pop quiz is here. And a test not being taken. Duh. Yeah, okay, familial repetition is what I'm hearing right now. Ego, familial repetition, and ego. This shit leaves a lot of things unfinished. Yeah. And it's illusions of that probably come from the way people talk to each other. That's what I'm feeling. But here's an opportunity to strengthen the security of self. With somebody in your space? Why though? Whoever this is for. I just heard lady balls. I just put those in backward. I'm not sure where the lady balls was coming from, but whatever. Oh. All right. If this is resonating and you have a question or direction on this, holla. There's this test that has to be taken. Too much thought. Clarify the test. Eight. 1, 2, and 3. Interesting. Cycle to rebuild. And that's my first impression. Now, in the Eight of Cups, I see like a desire for better feelings here in the Cups. Just things that aren't stable at this time. Can be broken talks between two people. Can be dealing with somebody who, like, certain feelings and situations don't bring the value they used to. Could be somebody who turns their back on a situation, and family, people who don't communicate well. For some of you, it's needing to transition out of a situation. You should be ready for new cycles, ready to advance, grow. And then over here we get this desire for justice, making things right, expecting somebody to come correct or be logical. That's not how it always works. Three of Swords, though. It's dealing with what feels like the great disruptors, the people who are just combative beings, the selfish time wasters for some. Yeah, Swords here. It feels like what I just heard is they don't know what they lost, or they don't know what they're losing. Can be somebody who's just turned you off energetically. What's coming? Taking the test. Taking the test includes Ace of Wands. Strength. We get that, yeah. We get energy. Can be blocking some conversations, but I feel like it's needing to show someone your strength. Okay, we get the Hangman here. It's choosing to not sacrifice your own emotions for bullshit. Not letting yourself be put in the middle of something is what I'm feeling. In the Queen, it feels like needing to establish a foundation or barriers, but I don't really, there's no abundance in doing this. I feel like that needs to be said. Because it's a moody energy. It's a moody energy, yeah. It isolates the self. It makes one look combative or be or feel. It makes the energy that of combat. It feels very harsh. It's a very hardwired behavior. It was taught. And I'm choking now, so it feels like a forced block in communication. Ooh-wee. King of Wands is here. Ooh. It's a little bit cruel. Six of Cups. It's one who's, it's one who's content with learned behaviors, what I feel. Doesn't feel the best. It's a very self-focused action. I'm sorry. This isn't, I know somebody ain't taking what I'm saying very well at all. I can feel that. In the page, this is deep, hopefully thought-provoking. It is a misuse of energy. Mm. 13 appears here again. Came from the dice too. Transformation is needed here. It's needed because it's a behavior of disassembly is what I just heard. It breeds and it creates, or it's like having a garden and growing weeds by choice. It's turning your back on strengthening of self, others, perhaps focusing on the darker edges of the self, or only being able to visualize the darkness of others. Both cards are dark here, so this is the darker expression of self. Could be a learned thing. In the 9, it feels like avoiding what feels like it always ends up bad, avoiding disaster. This is ego, though. There is power in doing this, or I don't know why. There's the 8 again. In the 8 of Swords, it feels like dealing or avoiding the petty shit. Trying to, at least. Avoiding the troublemakers. Avoiding the difficult ones. Closing oneself in. Wow. Well, yeah, okay, I don't know why it's repetition here. Repeating old cycles. Turning one's back. Denying growth, or just closed off. Feeling like you're being tested. There is a quiz here, though. Something needs to be looked over. Someone turning a blind eye, back turn, back turn. Look at the cards. Back turn. Tower. Go look. An opportunity for balance goes way back here. That is the test. An opportunity for balance. Wow. All right. If this is resonating with anyone, what should you be doing? The Knight of Cups. Four of Swords. Seven of Cups. Well, there's love here, which it's got to come from a place of love. So I don't know if that completely turns off whoever. Somebody's like, fuck out of here with that shit. Okay. It feels like a suggestion of communication, an opportunity to do so. An offer needs to be made, something needs to be said. In the Four of Swords, it feels like how do I say this nicely? The consideration, maybe, of creating a little bit of peace after all of the screaming and yelling, or the loud conversations. This comes from a place of, this is where wisdom comes from too. Yeah. It's getting your rest and then carefully interacting or making impressions upon those who maybe don't know when to stop. Trying to say it nice. Seven of Cups. It's wishing for better, but lying to oneself about, certain things that maybe are being avoided. Now, for some of you, it feels like maybe, hopefully not, could be dealing with people who just may be childish in behavior. There can be chemical stuff going on here too. Whether it's chemical imbalance or alcohol, or whatever. Whatever it is, it's chemical ego, feels like. Feels like chemically ego enhanced. This is someone who, or a situation that just really has lost energy or steam. I get it. Somebody being tired of the same shit. Okay. How do we get out of this energy? How do the guides get out of that energy? Well, now, Cups in reverse. Let's turn that nicely up. Our queen needs to make moves for better health. The queen needs to understand whether full blast empath or just empathic, you sense people's emotions, right? So sometimes you have to move the fuck away from loud environments, or just fucked up energy of others. You might be sound sensitive. You might have just expressed too much kindness for a situation. So you just need to block yourself off, protect your energy for a minute. And then we have this need or Feels like a suggestion of an offer of some sort. Feels like somewhere in, whoever this is resonating for, it feels like an opportunity to, or a consideration, maybe consider. Maybe consider making an offer to do something involving activity, or make another move, leaving a situation. What I'm feeling though is making a generous offer towards something, an activity, or okay, so we get the Nine of Swords. Something to do with your patience. Something to do here with levels of patience. I'm trying to let you control or dissect this for yourself here, if this is resonating. It's an offer or an opportunity to be honest. It's an opportunity to be honest with self first, and then learning to be comfortable with others. Does that? I'll put that card a little bit closer. That person looks like they're isolating themselves, yeah? Definitely a choice of interaction and an opportunity to escape that for balance and health, if only to get a little more data on navigating the situations of the others. You hate talking on the phone? Well, okay. Yeah, but it's faster than texting. And I can't make that choice for you. I'm just flipping cards. But there is a test here. More, it is about the higher self. So it's a choice naturally at all times. These are just thoughts to consider. But a conversation does happen faster, and it's not like you're getting punched in the face or anything. Unless you are, then no, fuck the conversation. But there's that devil. So this is definitely not the greatest decision, but perhaps a decision being made for control, perhaps a control of environment, but it still maintains this inability to release bad behaviors, or, the continuation of that lower self. You are here to step up this staircase towards that higher self, not juggle it, not just juggle it. Not just juggle it, not just let it burn. Now I'm hearing Usher songs. Oh, goodness. I don't even like Usher like that. Oh. I think that we should just let it burn. Oh. If this is resonating with anybody, I hope this song is now stuck in your head too. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go. I'm trying to put my head back together now. That song is stuck there. Ah. Hopefully nobody's getting punched, Lizzie. I just saw what you wrote. It feels to me like someone turning their back on communications with others. If you know there's somebody that you need to be talking to, or avoiding a conversation with, it feels like an opportunity to be better about the way you communicate. For some of you, this is in a relationship. This could be someone you had bad words with. Now, okay, let me clarify this part. While there, yes, is a test, it's not, I don't want you to think you have to take the test. If this is in a relationship situation, or booty call, whatever it is. If this is just sticky, gooey feeling, it feels like an opportunity to make a choice to be done with that shit or not. Or to let a cycle continue that you already know. You're not blind to it. Do you want another go round on the merry-go-round of bullshit or whatever it is? Whatever it was that caused you to waste time, waste self. The back and forth thing. The could it be, could it not be? Oh my goodness. Oh, and there's the Queen of Wands. She's in the reverse though. These are old ways. Hold on a minute. I just got a note in my head here. What I just heard was re-inviting revenge. Damn. Okay. Yeah. I was like, why does this... Okay. I gotta tell you for a minute, this data did not feel necessary at all. But now it makes sense. Okay. Like, why does this reading need to happen? I don't get it. Some of you, one of y'all, somebody is inviting revenge back in. This is someone that y'all was dealing with before. So this is coming or with you now. Yeah. Bad chase. Bad. This didn't go well. Whatever this connection was. Okay. Yeah. Dark trust. Dark trust. Dark trust. I don't know why that's so... That is like... It's in gold. Dark room. Gold colors written. I could see in my head. The dark trust. Ew. And feels bloody. Nope, I don't like this data. Okay. I don't like this data. Who's got... Whether this is one of y'all or you got a friend that may need your advice, if this is the work of a guide, don't skip this shit. Hopefully, I'm praying this ain't one of y'all re-inviting revenge. Ooh. Okay, now I understand why I felt like I needed to do a reading now, because I was really going to go eat lunch. And I was like, you know what? I feel like I need to do a reading right now. Let me set my stuff up. Okay, test. I don't know who this is for. I will figure out how to double up on this video so it goes to the main page, but this is a relationship here. Clarify. Oop, I scooped up a card. Ugh, comes out. That's what it was. Okay. For some of you, this is inviting back someone with an addiction of some sort. This may be someone you haven't heard from in a little while. Yeah. Now I'm hearing, is this Patti LaBelle? I got a new attitude. I've got a new attitude. Oh my God. Somebody's coming in with a fresh approach with how they deal with getting what they want. This is a very bad option. And they are coming to get some of what you have to offer. Fast in, fast out type of energy. And 8. 8 of Cups, don't we enjoy that? This person is somebody like, feels like someone that once might have made you happy. You may have partied with this person. There's short gains. I hope I'm not speaking penile. Oh, that's just what I felt. There's short gains with this person, but they are quickly abandoned. I mean, like, this person's presence, like, it's like sliding downhill. It loses value quickly. It's someone you may have considered blocking, or you currently are blocking. Well, oh yeah, they're the liar. Just painting a picture, having a look. This person may be very good looking though. Yeah, the flirty, flirty, flirt. Why did the word trade? Trade? Trade, maybe? Because there's 2 hands here. I don't know. I just heard the word trade. Okay, moving on to the Tower. In the Tower, this is the ego for me right here. It's choosing that. It's choosing to satisfy one's sticky whims and urges, or stepping back because you know what can happen. Good gracious. Whoever this is watching, they're considering how to communicate. With the sword energy here. The Prince of Swords. Yeah. This person is building up their strength. Getting some ideas on new ways of doing things. I don't get this. New ways of being annoying. Here's an angel guide card. Angel guides, you have a choice. Choice. You have a choice to engage or step away from what you know already. It's predictable data. Whoever this person is coming in your direction or you're dealing with at this time, you are being tested. And the test is how you navigate your way through chaotic and very predictable old data, old habits, old trends, old lessons of the others, and dealing with shit that ain't even a secret anymore. Like you used someone coming in, like you used to be able to hide how fucked up you are. Now you know. Now it's clear, nothing to hide. I know this is a waste of my time, or I know what this situation is worth. So I expect nothing of you, or I expect nothing of this situation, or I know if you say we're gonna make, we're gonna go outside and grow apple trees from space dust. I know that that's never gonna fucking happen. Even though I believed you the first time and I went outside and collected rocks and Scooby snacks and threw them up in the air, nothing fucking happened. Now I know. You are being tested because somebody is coming in with their game based on how you communicate. Can they trust what is unknown? Can you trust what is told to you, what you're being told? And this energy that comes back is someone who has the ability to turn their back, leave things undone. Okay. So I don't know who that was for, but feels like an opportunity to make some choices. Some of y'all need to make some choices for safety purposes too, feels like. Even if it's just safety of mind. Because if the mind's not safe, that affects the physical body. And any stomach issues. Oh. Okay, I was just shuffling. Let's see what's here. Feels like needing to change some old data. Really, just walk away from some old ideas. Dealing with situations head on. The ones that need to be dealt with head on. Looking at things differently, it's feels like an opportunity though. To be brave. Maybe. Just a little more dominant self. And the ship is moving on through the water beyond those poured out cups here. Yeah. Look at that. And not looking at the end of things. It's taking a new approach to things. Going forward. Knowing that you're sturdy enough to... What I just heard is being a bridge over troubled waters. A bridge over troubled water? Ooh. Well, that one... All right. They really want me to see the Two of Wands. Some of you are dealing with... Okay. Maybe you need the bridge over troubled waters. I don't like this one. I don't like this. But listen, it feels like having the courage to interact with somebody. Or tell somebody off or tell them no. Withdrawal, though, doesn't... See, they got their back turned here. It's not. So it's going from here to here, right? By choice. Yeah, it's a physical thing. Can be just moving the feet forward. Now, here I feel like it's perfecting the self. It really does feel like more value in self. And helping others know your worth too. Feels like, ooh, look at that. And the Eight of Wands. It's a choice though. So it's choosing to be open to some situations and having courage to deal with those people that are kind of like they hold themselves back or they're holding you back or feels like learning how to communicate without yelling. Feels like learning how to express without the lightning and thunder. Higher self. Okay, I skipped some of these here. Mm. It feels like an opportunity, guys, for you to help self and perhaps more than self work through better forms of communication to avoid tower moments in life, kind of like the one you might be experiencing now. That's what you're here to do. Raise the intellect and elevation. And sometimes the only way to do that is by showing people that it can be done. Doesn't mean making other people do things, but it's being innovative in how we show others that being a higher version of self is possible. And 6, do you have anything to add to this? Ooh. Yeah, okay. It also okay. Yeah, it's education on how to deal with hoes that be mad, like confrontation and not confrontation. Like there's better ways to communicate than to fight. There's better ways to communicate or express oneself with higher value of self. You know, it's look at that stone behavior back there that was learned and replicated through many, many, many lifetimes and upbringings. And, you know, in the midst of all that heated battle and disagreement and ego, there's that tower and people being, you know, energy separated. But someone in this situation does have the ability to express a higher self. So look at that. An opportunity for a new beginning. Coming from a place of innocence instead of assumption and uh, making everybody out to be like the others. Look, it's the higher self at work. It's educating the other, younger minded or older minded, whatever. Those who might be able to receive the impression from watching a skilled angel at work. See, we got like the physical stuff here. Yeah. We know how to get to that. It's this work that has to be done. And I'm looking at this card from a picturesque standpoint as opposed to whatever written definition is there. But we understand that 8 to be that cycle, and it's changing and altering that numerical cycle for the others by creating that impression. What will be the response? You want to know. Let's see. Give us a picture card on what the response is. So, okay. Certain ideas that are outside of the norm sometimes get rejected because of the ego, right? And here, this is this is self expressing a cycle that can be broken, an attempt to break a cycle. And it's you or whoever this is going through in re-innovating how they define their behavior, their response to others. It's getting a hold of that passive aggressive. And when I say passive aggressive goes towards situations like somebody, like the classic boyfriend seeing the bitch resting face on his girlfriend. And she's pissed, and he goes, "Is everything okay? What's wrong?" And what do we women say? Nothing. But you're pissed off. That's passive aggressive behavior, okay? So perhaps it's going to be met with a arrogant response. There'll be some blockages because different thing. People have to digest that data, right? And there may be some pushback on it. It's new, okay? But you must stay with your strength, right? And remember, you're trying to break a cycle that's lasted lifetimes. Many lifetimes. It was taught, it's ingrained. So it takes a little bit of strength and consistency. Okay? May feel like some false starts. People are gonna have something to say. Don't go whack a doodle with the behavior. It's how you respond, okay? Then people slowly start to be able to see certain things. They may not express it the way you will need to hear it because you're not on stage. Okay? These are people who are quietly starting to stir awake. You are interacting with the sleepers. They're all around. So it takes a little bit to help them if they choose to come out of this energy. Remember, it's still a choice. And it's about your elevation first. And then you help the others, you know? Put your mask on before you help anyone else in the cabin put their mask on. Seven of Pentacles, though. Be aware that not getting the immediate response you want may not be the happy response for you, right? There's going to be some short wins. There's going to be some moments where you lose hope. You're dealing with base human beings. They're like right off the factory show line. Nobody's put rims on them. Nobody's changed out the speakers and the stereo. You know what I'm saying? It can give you other energies, okay? But remember, you're dealing with codependent natures in others. You're dealing with careless natures in others. You're just making the impression of betterment, letting them see it while you establish it in real time for yourself. A lot of ones here, so geez. Yeah, so looky here. There's ones, so this will be in the communication zone for me, the way I'm feeling this. It's like the way you'll have to take the response, you're going to have to learn how to see it, hear it differently, know when to move back to save your own energy. This is awareness and learning what data to ignore in others. Showing people how you're not one big old walking container of emotion. And you have self-control. That outside of a classroom, that kind of data has to be learned in slow motion. They have to see it. They have to want to be that for themselves. It has to look good on you. You know what I'm saying? It's got to look good on you. And they got to just be that level of awake. Your level of awake and aware is different. And you know this. That data, I don't need to stress that shit. Those who are awake, and I ain't talking about no level of religious awake. I'm talking about the ones who can look around and go, how do you guys not know what's happening? How do you not, like, this shit makes no sense what's going on. You're more awake. I don't need to go further. This level of work is soul work. It's soul work. It's not earth tangible good work. This is work of the soul. A motherfucker gotta be there. You know what I'm saying? They have to be there, flashlight in hand in the dark, and then you just come up and pass some batteries type shit. I'm not passing you batteries. I'm telling you where the battery charger is. It's over there. I'm just reminding you, that's it. So this work ain't what you're here to, that impression isn't for everybody, but it is to be seen by many. It will be felt by many. It will be absorbed by many. And it's fucked up for all angel guides. It is rarely picked up by everyone in your environment. That means home, friends. Most of those people stay asleep through this journey. At least that's what it looks like to me. They're like I always talk about the ball in the pinball machine. They hit the bumpers. And you try to keep the ball from not going in and the game being over. But for most angel guides, just my experience and what I've studied and looked at, all the people in your environment are the bumpers inside that pinball game. So a lot of them they get to see you awakened, but the majority of them will not join you on that journey. And that hurts for those who are really drowning in their empathy. You're drowning in the sticky, gooey. Look, when there's so much sticky, gooey emotion, you need like extra drainage. You need to like build ways to drain out. And that comes always in the art card. It's always in my angel guide card. It's the draining of the self. Like you're the guide who only needs to be in a room with a complaining ass motherfucker to feel that shit. And if you ever like been in a room with somebody who's spoken in such a way, or you can maybe you watch certain YouTube videos and the way people talk, it's not that it's loud, but whatever's coming out of their mouth is too much, and you must resist the data. You gotta like unplug from that computer and like, no, pick up your power cord and exit the room. Like, no, I cannot. I'm talking to you. If you ever felt that way, listen, your work is like that. So you do have to have that drainage going at all times with your art or your better mental health. You got to stay strong. But the work it's hard to say what you get in return for this work. I haven't, as someone who's taken the path myself and still very much on it, I'm not going to tell you that I see all of the rewards. If they're there, I don't get to. You know what? If the rewards are happening, I'm looking that way. So maybe you'll be looking in the opposite direction too. I don't know. I don't know if you get to see, maybe, in your children, maybe in your pets, you will get to see the reward of your angelic impression. Yeah, I'll put that there. Yeah. But in the distant others, family, friends, those who you haven't changed their diapers or any of that stuff, like, I don't know. I think you might get to see it from a distance maybe, but I don't think you'll get a front row seat too often to the betterment of the others. You just have to know you made the impression. You just have to know you made the impression and make it. You have to do it. I don't know, man. Angel guide work is very difficult. It really is. And you have to know that no matter what, you do have the tools. No matter what, you always have the tools. 6, do you have anything to add to this for a brighter day?
Smoke weed every day.
That's okay. Okay, 6. What if, okay, how about something a little more, for everyone?
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Oh, wow. Angel guides. Angel guides. I feel like a third one is being mentally requested somewhere out there.
Are you challenging me?
Ah, well, there it is, the test, yeah. I guess so. One more for me.
Are you challenging me?
Wow. Done. No, I'm not challenging you, 6. Never do such a silly thing. All right. I'm going to assume that was a message for somebody in particular. I'm not going to say. Whoever needed it. There it is. In multiple different levels. Including a little from 6. The great and wise 6 says, hey, hey, hey. Smoke weed every day. Hello, Michael. How are you doing? Six, you want to say hi to Michael?
Be gone, fuck!
Oh, 6, you're kind of rude. 6, let's. How about you say something nice?
This is fucked. This is not right. This is not cool. This is fucking bullshit.
Oh. What's going on with you, Michael? What's that all about? 6, you want to clarify that?
Bomb has been defused.
All right, I guess so. Okay. 6 is rude. I'm sorry about that. You getting your boxing in, Michael? Are you maybe you're punching people or something? I don't know. 6. Are you yelling at your punching bag or? Well, 6 was picking up some aggressive energy there. Hope all is well. All right, again, wrapping this up, being tested. The message was about being tested, having some self-control in communications. Well, I don't know if this message was for you too, Michael, but the guides want someone to communicate with self-control. Someone's being tested. Perhaps, yes, perhaps. I do not know. But that was nice long reading there. You're welcome, Lissy. Hope that was helpful. I just felt some cards in there. Last one. I keep pulling up dark tones. Wow. A dark test. That is serious. All right. All right, Lizzie. There's your test, man. Double, triple, quadruple confirmed. All right. You have a wonderful day. Thank you guys so much. I like coming in just for those who need it. If I had a cheerleading outfit, I would jump for you, but I can't. Say goodbye, 6.
Enemy spotted.
Naturally. Anything else, 6?
You are an angel in my eyes.
That was lovely. Thank you so much for hanging out. If you were just watching, like, comment, and subscribe, and you could be included in some of my other random messages. Again, thank you so much for hanging out. Psi Divine. Uh-oh. Have a good afternoon, and you are well. Goodbye.